It's sometimes hard to stand out on a team full of draftable talent, especially in a rotation. The fewer snaps you have, the less chance you have to pop for NFL teams. Evaluators will have to dig deep in the tape to project these guys at the next level. What would they find in Kris Jenkins? Find out in this 2-minute drill. Despite being 6th on Feldman's freak list and technically starting every game for Michigan, Jenkins was heavily rotated, sitting on the bench for long stretches in some games. Jenkins' main strength is his run defense. His game is predicated upon exploiting one-on-one matchups and overpowering blockers with his energy and active hands. It's hard for linemen to knock him out of his gap, and Jenkins can defeat most attempts through skill and raw power. Jenkins has a nose for the ball and a high motor that allows him to finish plays and chase down running backs and quarterbacks. Jenkins moves well for someone his size. He is able to occupy running lanes to force the running back to change his read. Jenkins is a big defender at 6'3" and 300 pounds, but gets too easily washed out by double teams. This lack of anchor limits his versatility. Jenkins played up and down the line for Michigan, but the inability to sustain against double teams means you don't really want him too far inside. In the pass game, Jenkins' hand usage allows him to defeat blockers and gain interior pressure. He lined up all across for Michigan, being able to generate some pressure from the edge spot, but I think he works best inside where he can overwhelm guards. Jenkins is also an ideal player to run stunts and twists with. His experience with pass rushing tackles allows him to bull rush to collapse the pocket. Unfortunately, Jenkins is still very raw as a pass rusher. He has some moves, but needs to refine the ones he has and add some new ones to keep blockers guessing. Jenkins just tries to bull rush or beat tackles to the outside shoulder. He needs to come at them with a better plan and some counters. For a player comp, Jenkins reminds me of Neville Gallimore. Gallimore was another upside defensive tackle who was athletic and ran a hot motor, but needed to refine his pass rushing ability and was ineffective against double teams. For a draft range, Jenkins' stock comes from how athletic teams think he is. If they believe what he's shown on the field and in testing, then he might be in trouble as a one-gap, run-stuffing defensive lineman. If they think he flashed enough during his time in Michigan that there's a ton of potential in his rushing and can generate some more strength, he has the upside as a versatile player. I lean the former and think his best fit is as a 5-tech with some upside, which is why I would take Jenkins in the 3rd or 4th round. And that's the 2-minute drill.